All right, Giants Nation. So I know a lot of you guys are not happy with Daniel Jones. I mean, it didn't just start this season. It probably started the season before that. It probably started the season where we actually went to the playoffs, or during the Joe Judge era, or the night that he was drafted. Like some of us, like, hey, look, I never wanted Daniel Jones. But I understand that it's not up to me when Daniel Jones departs from the team or if he stays. And so I'm not obsessed with getting rid of Daniel Jones because it's out of my control. So I'm not going to sit down and stress like Marshall from Giants Now, who just seems to be stressed out about the situation, and so stressed to the point where he's saying that we should start Drew Lock. If you're thinking about starting Drew Lock or Tommy DeVito, you should just turn your TV off, because yeah, I don't care if you think those quarterbacks are better than Daniel Jones, you're wrong. But I get it. It could be really frustrating not seeing Daniel Jones hit on the deep ball. But in this video, I want to talk about Colin's video about the Giants being contenders if they had Josh Allen.
If I said there's a team in the state of New York, Brian Daboll's on the offensive side, Singletary's one of the running backs, good left tackle, serviceable O-line, one great weapon, really strong defensive front. No, that's not the Buffalo Bills. And if you gave Josh Allen to the Giants, we would talk about them in the Super Bowl bubble. The Giants have a lot of components that Super Bowl teams have outside of quarterback. Brian Daboll is coaching his butt off. The Giants, with no run game and a mediocre quarterback, dominate time of possession against Dak Prescott, pretty good quarterback. It's not like the Giants are hopeless. They're just hopeless at quarterback. Giants will draft a quarterback. They considered it this year. Quinn Ewers is an NFL quarterback. Shedeur Sanders is, Beck from Georgia, and Cam Ward. So you're going to have 4 first-round quarterbacks.
And I'll say this. I don't agree with Colin, mainly because if you take the quarterbacks out of the equation, right? If you just look at the teams side by side without the quarterback, the Bills are better than the New York Giants. So yes, you would get more wins with Josh Allen, but it doesn't guarantee that when you get to the next level, which is the playoffs, that we would just run right through the playoffs and be in the Super Bowl. It doesn't guarantee that, because there are things outside of the quarterback that are just not working for the Giants, and it's not because of the quarterback. Daniel Jones has nothing to do with the names on the pass rush not being able to get to the quarterback. You can say, oh, well, if they weren't on the field as much because Daniel Jones is not that good. It doesn't apply to this season. It definitely didn't apply to the Cowboys game. You had KT going up against a rookie, and he only got to Dak Prescott once. You could say, oh, that's because Dak Prescott's really good and he got the ball out quick. No, it's because KT is not that good. A lot of people have been scared to say it about KT, but I'm not saying he's a bust, but he should be able to beat that rookie and get to Dak Prescott or make Dak Prescott uncomfortable. But then you have Brian Burns, who I like because he's from my area, but he's also been lackluster. Everybody's been asking, where's Brian Burns? And, having Josh Allen doesn't make you automatically play better. Maybe y'all are thinking, well, if we had a quarterback like Josh Allen, we were 3-1, people would just play better because we have Josh Allen, but not necessarily. And again, it's not even about the regular season record. I think we would have a great regular season record with Josh Allen, because obviously if you watched Daniel Jones on Thursday, you said to yourself, okay, he didn't have a bad game, but he didn't step up to win the game. Daniel Jones stepping up wasn't the only way to win the game. We could have maybe had better play calls to actually get in the red zone. I mean, I don't know what that play for Wandell was. I wasn't a fan of that play. Maybe Overbum or whatever his name is just made a really good play and was able to tackle Wandell, and and that's just how it was. And it wasn't anything against Daboll's play calling or Wandell. It's just, again, Overbum got the tackle and he didn't get into the end zone, but he gets into the end zone, we might win that game. If CeeDee Lamb doesn't get that touchdown, we might win that game. That's another thing. Our cornerback one is not a cornerback one. I'm sorry. I really wanted to hype up Deonte Banks, but he is not a cornerback number one. Leaving this man on an island alone with Justin Jefferson and top wide receivers is not a good idea. I know he was able to shut down Scary Terry, but it's because he doesn't like Washington, because he's from that area and they didn't draft him. So it's personal for him. I'm not saying Deonte Banks is a bad corner, but he's not a cornerback number one. And so, you would still have that issue. Deonte Banks would still not be a cornerback number one, even with Josh Allen on the team. So it's crazy that people are going around talking about, oh, if we had Josh Allen, we'd be a Super Bowl contender. Saw the crybaby Marshall talking about how we'd be a Super Bowl contender with Josh Allen. And it literally just came from Colin saying that nobody else has said that. Nobody's going to be dumb enough to say anything like that because they understand that, yes, Daniel Jones is the major problem with the New York Giants, but he's not the only problem. You don't have Cook. Singletary's not a terrible back, but he's no Saquon Barkley. He's no Cook. You'd still have Singletary. You would probably still have issues with the run game because the offensive line has been better at pass blocking, but I guess those holes just aren't big enough, or maybe our running backs are just not good enough. But I don't know. You guys tell me, do you agree with Colin that we would be Super Bowl contenders if we had Josh Allen like right now? That's crazy.